Get your ass in the scene. You're gonna be standing the whole time right there. The camera's right there.
You're gonna wash me out.
Damn.
Match the
You're blending.
cabinets.
What's up, guys? I'm Ozzy.
And I'm Amanda.
And this is Bottled and Bond. Alright, so welcome back to Bottled and Bond, and today on another episode of Monday Madness, we're going right back to Kentucky, and precisely this time will be Shelbyville in the county of Shelby. Today we are visiting a distillery that we visited a few years back, and that is Jeptha Creed. Now, when we visited the distillery, they didn't really have their bourbon ready. They were still distilling it for about a period of 2 or 3 years, if I think I got that right. The only samples they gave us was their samples of their gin, their vodka, their other spirits. But this year in 2019, they finally released their bourbon, and we are definitely excited to try it out. Now, Amanda here, she's gonna be helping me try out, since I'm down here in North Carolina. She's gonna help me try some of this out, give it some notes, see what we pick up on a palate, and go from there. A little bit on Jeptha Creed. They opened up their doors November 11th of 2016, I believe. They opened it up to the public, and since then they've been distilling, they've been aging their bourbon. Finally released this Jeptha Creed bourbon is coming in at 70% Bloody Butcher's corn. So this is a different type of corn. I'm not sure if that's what gives it the color, but it's a very red corn, as you're seeing in the screen right now. It is a 70% Bloody Butcher's corn, 15% malted rye, 10% malted barley, and 10% malted wheat, and 5% malted barley. So you got 3 different malts in there already, which may call for a unique taste. But nonetheless, we are going to open it up. Now, while she's opening it up, a quick little note. Joyce Nethery, she's the master distiller and owner of Jeptha Creed, and she had a passion for mixology and stuff like that, different things that she grew up on and learned. So she wanted to bring that passion to the public, and hence Jeptha Creed opened up its doors.
It's actually a mother and daughter team.
Mother and daughter, yes, you're right. It smells pretty good. You pick up anything on the cork?
It's a lot of corn.
A lot of corn?
Mm-hmm.
70% corn. I'm not sure if the Bloody Butcher's corn is overpowering it, but it still has a good smell.
Strong.
Very strong.
It's a good smell, but very strong.
That's it. Now, since I'm not in my current place, I don't have any glasses. I'm currently down here visiting my family, so we're gonna have to make this do. It's hard.
Mm-hmm. All I'm smelling is the corn.
Maybe a little honey, very small hint of vanilla. Typical bourbon, right? Pecan maybe, or roasted fire pecan or nuts or something. Baked. It's kind of hard, as I said, it's kind of hard to smell through a wide open glass like this, which is the reason why I usually try to stick to the Glencairns.
It's a little sweeter.
Maybe it's just the way you wash your glasses. Alright, let's see what we pick up on the palate. This is different. Let's switch glasses. I feel like I'm tasting something in there, a smell. Like a detergent smell, dishwasher. So, Jeptha Creed Bourbon, besides being a 4 grain, is coming in at 49% alcohol by volume. It's not a normal thing to have at least a 2-year aged bourbon and the alcohol by volume be all the way up at 49%. That makes it a 98 proof. So this is already coming in stronger than the typical peppery, spicy 90 proof bourbons that I've reviewed on this channel. But it's up there. You could taste it. And like she mentioned before, the corn is very dominant. And I'm not quite sure if it's because it's the Bloody Butcher's corn, but it does give it a very corn-like flavor. Not like a corn whiskey. You can still tell that it's a bourbon. but the corn is overpowering.
I'm getting, as I'm like tasting it with my mouth, like breathing out of my nose with my mouth closed, I'm starting to get kind of like a butterscotch or a cinnamon flavor to it.
Cinnamon, I do. Yeah, you're right. Cinnamon.
Definitely bitey. Gets the back of your throat.
Yeah. You know what? I try not to do this just because I try to keep everything neat whenever we're sampling. But let's go ahead and mash both these up and throw in an ice cube in there. What do you think?
Yeah. It kind of takes your breath away as you like sniff it.
You act like we're live or something. If you were watching
I don't know what to say.
You know, I've been looking forward to trying this. It's definitely sweeter. It opens up a little bit of flavors. A little bit cold is very recommended. Almost like the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof coming in at 130 proof. They recommend you try with a few ice cubes, not just one, but a few is what they say. It opens up the whiskey, it opens up the flavors, brings out sweeter notes, and makes it a whole lot easier to drink. And with Jeptha, they distill and bottle everything in their locations. I know that back then they had about 2 rick houses. Not sure if they've expanded, but it's in their own farm. What I like about Jeptha Creed is when you enter their facility, they have their own bar. You could try different cocktails from their bar. Flight test. You could do the tour for about $10 a pop, I believe. They also have restaurants. They host parties, weddings, all kinds of different things. It's a really nice distillery, one of a kind.
They do a lot of festivals and things like that during the summer, and you can also sip as you go along the tour.
And Jeptha Creed, being that they're in Shelbyville, they brought up the first distillery in Shelbyville post-Prohibition. So it's pretty cool that they were the first ones to kind of say, here, go Shelbyville, you know, here's your own distillery finally after all the Prohibition garbage that went on.
I think it's definitely more manageable as the water it's being watered down. It's not as strong when you nose it, and definitely not as strong whenever you taste it.
So a little dilution helps, especially with an ice cube, to make it cold.
They grow all of their is it homegrown? They farm and grow all of their products there within their land. The dad and the brother of the owner do all the farming, and the mom and the daughter do all the chemistry side and the marketing.
Knowledge. That's why I brought her along. I have a taste in my mouth. I don't know what that taste is. Tastes like chemicals. Nonetheless, guys, if you guys thought anything else, if you've sampled Jeptha Creed's bourbon and you thought something different, leave it in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, please. I appreciate all the subscribers lately. I'm continuing to put out new product. I'll be back in Virginia soon enough, and I'll continue to put out some new reviews for you guys. Be on the lookout for this Friday for another Mix It Up Fridays. I'm Ozzy.
I'm Amanda.
This is Jeptha Creed Bourbon, 4-grain bourbon, and this is bottled in bond.
Cheers.